is outside is something we know. Sometimes, isn't it? You never know what can happen, that's what I hold on to. This holds me away from the pain and loneliness that can take me so bad, frighteningly. Butterflies are the term for beauty, love, and change. I can only hope my life can come upon love like a butterfly. The thought that you can come into my life like magic without me having to do anything saves me. I don't have to have someone feel sorry for me, see me at my best, think that I'm doing everything perfect. Butterflies are the term for beauty, love, and change. I can only hope my life can come upon love like a butterfly. The last time I saw your face with so much concern I've never seen before. If only my fright can stop scaring away the best moments in my life. Your beautiful blue eyes that match the magic on the far across oceans from me that you come from. Your darkness like an Arabian prince in the storybook I dreamed of this. Can't be something so special that could come to me without asking. Ooh, butterflies are the term for beauty, love, and change. I can only hope my life can come upon like a butterfly. Oh, I can only hope I can love like a butterfly. Love like a butterfly. Ooh, love like a butterfly. Love like a butterfly. Hi, this is Lori Jean Finella, singer and songwriter, coming to you from Portland, Oregon. I'm in my bathroom again recording for you, and I love this week's song. The word that came to me that would be a special word to write about was butterflies. I can't remember exactly where it came from, and I didn't do it from the Spiritual Guides meditation from Gabby Bernstein like I did the last two songs. I just was able to go inside myself, and anything that signified butterflies I just kind of kept in my mind, whether it was something I watched, I listened to, as far as music, just anything. And I researched them a little bit after I wrote the song, though. And I had this kind of sad experience where when I was going through healing from abuse, I would get terrified when I'd get cut in interaction from, like, let's say audio calls or video calls, and which still seems to happen to me. I don't know if it's just someone being a smarty pants to me because, you know, abusers will hang on to you when you're talking to another guy. But I spoke to this beautiful man, and we barely were able to connect, but I got to see his beautiful face, and he just had such beautiful blue eyes, and he was like an Arabian prince to me. And so I wrote this song, and this was like 9 years ago. And for some reason, with all my healing and, you know, being able to pull my, I guess I call it a jackknife, but my jackknife's a bit different, where I still have to hold on doing the jackknife on a yoga trapeze. I still have to kind of hold on to one of the loops. But I can do a back bend pretty good by putting my hands on the ground and leaving my feet hanging up. But when I had been pulling my leg, kind of in a jackknife, holding on, it was helping my right side where I have the mild paralysis, all the way up to my head, and where the brain damage is from the anesthesia. And even though it's mild, it was, and I suffered horrible head injuries after that from abuse, because of course once you're vulnerable, you're this injured, wounded animal walking around and you're taken down worse. But I was able to get past even that point of the before the anesthesia incident in 1990 during a routine surgical procedure. And just for some reason, all these things were just like that had happened in my life, probably since the worst of the abuse. I don't want to say domestic violence. I've talked about it from a stalker, I guess you could say, all the way back from 2009 to 2011. It just seemed to not be so intact as to holding me back from being able to really comprehend those years ago, the time from now to back then. And, I go on to my Skype and different places that I talk to people on. And for some reason, when I saw this guy's name, and I'm so happy he didn't block me, but I just really freaked out, scared him away, I'm sure, horribly, or he was afraid to make my situation worse. And I saw his name again, and I thought, oh my gosh, what happened to me and this guy, like our situation as far as talking to him? And I just felt this horrible sadness that I wasn't able to connect with him. And I tried to relive the moments, and I really tried to relive it probably for the whole week. And I really understood what happened. I understood probably why we didn't stay in touch, and it just made me really sad. And I remembered everything he was to me at the first time I saw him, and I believe he reached out to me, and I saw the picture of his face, and I was really very taken by him. So I somehow, butterfly came into what I went through, and I only knew a little bit of a butterfly's life, and somehow what I knew fell into the song nice enough. And then when I researched after I wrote the song, I realized I was right intact to it. And so the only thing I added in really was I can only hope I can love like a butterfly. And a butterfly sends out these wonderful vibes way across, far away, and when they're looking for love. And I just thought, and at this point, let's say with that guy, where I would be at, or definitely where I'd be at with him, it would have to be something where he would just, after 9 years, come upon and just kind of reach out to me and be my magic prince. And, because you don't want to push a situation. I did reach out to him again, explain to him what I was going through briefly. But, we're talking 9 years later, I'm sure his life has moved on, maybe, or maybe he just wants to, be safe if he was going to contact me. But anyhow, I wrote this beautiful song, and it came from that. And I'm just really proud that, I could do that. And as sad as I feel, because, maybe I missed out on this opportunity, and certainly others in my life that, not necessarily as men, but just as opportunities, period, because of all the healing and maybe, sometimes circumstances, if they could have been different, to my injuries and things, that makes me sad too. But I'm just proud that I was able to get something down like this and make something so beautiful, and maybe somehow show some of myself in a way that can be such a bright light. And so I'm grateful for that. And I want to thank Blue Torch Radio and Cater Web Radio for playing me this week. Cater Web Radio actually looks like they put me on a playlist, which I'm really grateful to. They haven't done that before, so I'm hoping that my recording is getting better. I'm getting better at the setup in my bathroom. I'm shocked to this. I know when I record this audio for my podcast, I'm putting in my best effort as well. And sometimes, I just have to make sure I rest before I do it. So I just really, I'm really happy I got this done. It was really magical, and I have no idea what next writing is going to be about. Now, this song, the loops that I picked from Looperman.com, I didn't say that well, are very good. I think possibly for, like my dream really is to be on a stage in Spain at one of those really nifty nightclubs they have and have them kind of highlight me singing one of my songs. And I had spoken to a radio station that plays music like that. And they said, oh, send it on over when you get something like that. And I'm thinking, oh, that'll be never. And then I happened to find some loops that I just were falling into because I made sure I listened to music that I ordinarily would push away on my Spotify when I'm doing my mobility impaired rowing machine, and which is for my right side of the mild hemiparesis, mild paralysis. It helps me, plus my drop foot. But I stayed with the music that might have been a little bit outside of my comfort zone or my liking, and I really fell into it. And I really think that's what helped my ear open up and grab these different loops that are kind of really versatile as far as possibly being able to get into kind of a club music scene where they're pretty open with different types of music, the way they intertwine them today. So I'll cross my fingers, and it's not perfect the way it's recorded. It's dang good for me. And, you know, with all the sound effects and things they do, I think my voice is really cool. I would have liked to maybe lay it out differently the way I put the lyrics down, but I know that's not going to always be perfect. So, you know, I let God take his place in my life when I'm doing this, and let the journey fall the best way I can do it for, you know, what I can do in my bathroom and the amount of time and everything, you know, around recording at home. It's kind of hard. So, you know, let's see what happens there. And one of the two dreams out of this week's podcast that I talked about. And, you know, we'll see what happens next week. So stay safe, stay blessed. Lori Jean Finella, singer-songwriter.